Talk Radio 702. Ad feature with Andy Rice.
Well, you heard me talking a short while ago about Old Spice relaunching in South Africa, and joining us in the studio is the Old Spice brand manager for Africa, Zimbini Peffer. And Zimbini, welcome to the studio, and you haven't come alone.
Yes, we are here with the man. We're so happy to bring Isaiah, the Old Spice man, to South Africa to give the South African consumers, call it a taste of the Old Spice brand.
So, Isaiah, you are in the centre of so much attention. Isn't it just a little bit overwhelming, even with your beautiful body?
Wow. Well, let me say this. Hello, South Africa. And also, it's funny you said my beautiful body, because
Yes.
how can you say that without seeing my beautiful body?
But I've
Give
seen
me 1
it.
second.
Oh, we're going to have
fan.
it. Look!
Whoa. Some things you have to do the right way.
Oh, really? And you've done it the right way.
There you are.
And now I understand why Zimbini is smiling so much. So, Isaiah, you're here for the Old Spice Manliest Night of Your Life campaign and event.
That's right.
What does that incorporate?
Well, what we're doing is we're taking consumers on an Old Spice safari and showing them the manliest night of their life. And that is, we have an agenda of certain manly things we like to do, and it'll be the ultimate man cave hosted by me, of course.
Now, talking about the wilder side, I did a little bit of hunting online, and I appeared to discover a possible usurping of your role by a dog. Is this possible?
Yes, my good friend, Mr. Wolfthorne. Yeah.
Mr. Wolfgang, that's the one. Do you feel this was a career progression for you, or a bit of a setback?
No, not a setback at all. He was waiting in the wings, and it was his time, so we let him come on up. But he can only be a wolf. He can never be the manliest man.
And those limits are clear, because I think on Facebook he has staggered to a measly 7,000 or so followers, whereas you have a figure hundreds of times greater than that.
Well, in wolf numbers, that's 21,000. So.
It's been successful, but also what I like about it is that there's a sense of humour involved as well.
The two writers, the original writers, Eric Coleman and Craig Allen, just brilliant guys. They sat up all night, they told me one night, and they couldn't think of anything. They said they had about a couple hours before they had to turn this project in, and they couldn't think of anything. And so he brought a Diet Cola in, and he said, we've got to get this done. And he said, I can't do anything. He's like, look at the Diet Cola. Now look at me. You've got to get this done. And he goes, wait a second. And they came up with it within 5 minutes. So they just got it done. So these guys, where they come up with these things, I have no idea, but they're brilliant.
How did Old Spice find you in the first place?
It's a funny story. It was just a normal audition, and they sent out this casting call. And so I went in, and there was, every bare-chested actor in Los Angeles was waiting in the waiting. And there was a very bold Latin gentleman, and he was about 5'2". But he had this machismo that was unmatched, and he was walking around the waiting room and lobby, and he was talking to everyone, very bold, and he would say, and there was a little baby running around, because the ladies there, they had their child, and he said, oh, look at the baby is beautiful, let me kiss this baby, oh, and everyone was looking at this guy like, he's got it, this is him. So he went in to audition, and he was in there for like an hour. And when you're in there that long, that normally means that you're, doing well. So he came out, the door opened, and everyone was laughing, and he said, oh, thank you very much. Where's the baby? Let me kiss this baby. Thank you. And he walked out, and they called my name next. So I walked in, and they asked me, they said, can you ride bareback? And I said, well, I just did. And they thought that was funny, and so we went through it, and I started saying the commercial, and before I knew it, I was in there for 45 minutes, an hour, and I was doing well. And then suddenly, the door opened up, I walked out, and I said, oh, where's this baby? Let me kiss this baby. And before I knew it, they said, he's the guy.
Zai, you've been such fun. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you for
joining us.
Oh, thank
really
you
and
so
truly.
much.
And
Absolutely.
Andy, is your shirt coming off at any time soon?
I don't have a license to take my shirt.
But you got a license to kill.
Okay.